welcome back to another YouTube video. It's early in the morning, but I wanted to get this video out before, I went to sleep. Today's topic of this video is just around like heartbreak. You know, like you're going through something, or you're experiencing heartbreak, or you're experiencing the heartbreak. Like, what do you do? Like, what do you do now? And to start off the video, I wanted to use something that somebody told to me, or like just some, things, ways to look at it, like look at the life or the situation that you're in differently, right? And it comes from a good friend of mine, Spencer, and he said that he gave me like 7 points. He says, first, address why you broke up, and when he said that, it was just like, find out the reason that you broke up, and it's not to like to we broke up because of this reason. I fixed it. Let's get back together. You know what I'm saying? That can always be a possibility, but it's more of like I found out this reason why we broke up. I know that it didn't work, and then most importantly, you accepted the reason within yourself, and you accepted the breakup, and you not living in what is it, like a hopeless state or a state of confusion. And also, people don't think about this when they say that just why you broke up. This is also so you can do some self evaluation with your life and find out, like, what could I have done better if if you messed up in a relationship, or if that person messed up in a relationship. Now you can look for qualities, um, qualities in your next relationship or a partner. You could be like, oh, this was the cause of the breakup in my last relationship. So therefore, I know what not to engage in and what to look out for. So I feel like that was a good point. Number two, which is I feel like the most powerful point to me, was that realize that our life is like chapter books, right? And chapters have to end, but as other chapters come, some characters come back, and that's true. Like every event or transition in your life is turning a new page to a new chapter. So uh, when you transition from elementary school to middle school, and middle school to high school, and high school to the workplace, or high school to college, all of those events were chapters ending and you becoming like a new person, essentially. But he also says that some characters, they come back, and although this is true, you can't bank on that person coming back. You know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes there is no coming back. Sometimes it is, we're not together, and it is what it is. So although there's a pet possibility of them coming back, you just can't. You can't base your life or revolve your thinking around that person coming back, because it's not bound to happen. So you can't live with that. Most importantly, be okay with being by yourself, and force yourself to enjoy it. Do things you love to get your mind off things. Honestly, best advice. Be okay with being by yourself. Honestly, it's different. It's different. If you were like in a long term relationship, it's it's different to be by yourself. It's kind of like telling your body, okay, we get up and run every morning, right? But today we're not running ever again. That's how I view like relationships, or just like having like a long lasting. It's a routine. It's a routine. You get up. You probably text this person. Oh, I'm up. Good morning. Hey, how you doing? Right. But now, like, you and your person not together. It's kind of breaking your routine to to um to a point. It's breaking your routine. And he says to, what do you say? To force yourself to enjoy things and being by yourself. not necessarily like force yourself, but you have to be comfortable with yourself in order to enjoy the things that you are doing, right? And ultimately, your mind will be taken off like the relationship or the pain that comes from it once you start to, you know, move to your own rhythm, do things that you enjoy doing, and when you are comfortable with being by yourself, you're not as dependent. You're not dependent on that person anymore, or dependent on anybody else. In the future, you're more self-sufficient in a way. So I feel like being by yourself, I feel like it's the hardest thing, like out of this list. It's the hardest thing out of this list because you're not used to being by yourself. You're used to having somebody with you by your side to go through life with, and now it's just like I said earlier, you're breaking that routine. So any any way that you can, like, be comfortable being by yourself, do things that you enjoy, go for a walk, like clear your head most importantly because uh, sometimes your head can get cloudy. It can get cloudy. You can seem confused and not know what to do. Rod, like you can think, why is this happening to me? And it's not like you're playing the victim, but you're hurt ultimately. You're hurt and you're looking for a way out. But I want you to know, like the way out is not in in substance. It's not in other people, but the way out is within you. You know what I'm saying? You are your way out. You are your, what is it? You are your path builder. You know what I'm saying? You create the foundation. You create the path that you want for your life. So you are the way out and the way in. Four, when you find yourself thinking of her or getting into a funk or him, you know what I'm saying? This could be for men and women. When you find yourself thinking of them or getting into a funk about them, write about it, talk about it with yourself, and a trusted person, but never go back to her about it or him. Oh man, when you find yourself, write about it, talk about it. Honestly, write about your feelings. I feel like that's very underrated. And talking out loud about it. I know I talk a loud about my feelings all the time. Like, and it's not out of, I don't know. I do it because I'm not able to, you know what I'm saying, physically communicate with somebody or, you know what I'm saying, call somebody up in that moment. And it's just the way for me to think more clearly, you know what I'm saying? When I'm able to enunciate my thoughts or just hear them without my head being so clouded, like it's a million things going in my head at one time, I'm able to think clearly. And he says to find somebody trusted, somebody you can trust, and talk about it, right? That's important because although you feel like you don't want to burden people with your problems, if that's your real friend or your support group in a way, they would be there for you like it's, you know what I'm saying, like you're their own blood. And they will understand, not saying they're not supposed to comfort you and sugarcoat stuff, but they're supposed to give it to you real and be there for you when you need like a shoulder to cry on or like just somebody to get some advice about it. Like I got some advice from my homie Spencer, you know? I didn't I mean he knew that what's it called? He knew how I was feeling, but he didn't, you know what I'm saying? I never reached out. And when I did reach out, he gave me some advice and now I'm sharing it with y'all. So I feel like it's most importantly to just get your thoughts out and if you can to talk about it with somebody that you never know, like that can be the advice that you needed. So yeah. Number five, realize that sometimes people are there to show you how to love and what it looks like. That's very true. It's not If it's not meant to be, it's not meant to be. You got to think about life as a lesson, and life is just plenty of experiences. And within those experiences, you find lessons. Like, for example, you got with somebody, it treated you horribly. You realize that's not how I want to be treated. The next relationship I go in, you know what I'm saying? I will look for somebody who treats me better. I will look for somebody who's caring, who's generous, who's dependable, and they won't get mad at me when things don't go their way. Simple as that. And it says, number 6 says, be be okay with not being able to get over that person. Okay, he kind of messed it up, but it says, be okay with not being able to get over that person, but okay with finding love again. You're not gonna get over that person like, you know what I'm saying, like this, but eventually, as time, like this, time is going to heal you. Like, you can't force this or rush this process. Like, when it comes to you, it will come. It's as simple as that. But in order for it to come to you, you must, one, be okay with being by yourself. Two, cut them out of your lives. Honestly, because like how you can't. It's like this. You can't get over smoking if you carry around a box of cigarettes. You're constantly going to be tempted and reminded of the sensation that you got from it, right? Although you can still think about them, you know what I'm saying? It's like it's your mind. You're bound. Not saying you're most likely going to have dreams about them. You're most likely going to see something outside, and you know what I'm saying, have memories of them. But when I say like cut them out of your lives, it's like pictures, social media, contact. Cut all that. You gotta cut all that out. You gotta cut it all out. Honestly, because you could never go through the process of healing if you're still with them, not physically, but you're still with them. You feel me? Like you're this is where I think about it like this. Your mind doesn't know. Your brain doesn't know like what's real or what's not. You know what I'm saying? Your brain only knows what you feed in it, right? So if you tell your brain every day, oh, we're still with them, or if you're doing these actions, or if you're doing these actions that tell your brain that we're still with them in some type of way, you're still gonna have that type of attachment towards them. So you will never be able to break that noose that's around your neck. I ain't want to be so explicit, but essentially what it is you have a chain that's attached to your ankle that's just dragging you down because you can never just let go. It's attached to you at the hip. So in order to that, you have to get over that. 7, don't bring a lot of people into the situation, but don't do it alone. I think this goes back to what is it? To the point number 4, where we're talking about how to find a trusted person, to find a trusted person and to talk to them about it. But yeah, if you're going through it, if you're just heartbroken, I want to let you know this. Don't expect to get back with that person because it's bound to happen. And 2, if you're truly, you know what I'm saying, going through this process, because some people they break up and then like 2 days later they come back to get back together. That's not even healthy. Be totally honest with you. You keep doing that, that's a problem by itself that you gotta nip in the bud. But if you're truly actually going through this process, you have to be okay with being alone, and you have to accept the fact that me and this person are no longer together. and you have to have some type of trust in you within yourself. That would be okay. Don't change your life due to this one person. Like, don't go on this big like changing journey in order to win this person back. Because if you're not doing it for yourself, why does somebody else deserve? You know what I'm saying? Like, think about it like this: why does somebody else deserve all of this effort in order to win this person where you're not even willing to put this effort for yourself? You have to do things for yourself in order for people to do things for you. Because if somebody else not gonna do it for you, who's gonna do it for you then? So do things for yourself. And if you are heartbroken, it's gonna get better. Trust me, it will get better. But it takes time. Like, I know you're hurting. I know you're hurting, and based on the development of feelings that you had, or the length of time that you was with this person, because I feel like as much as time as it takes to get over this person, as much as time that you spent with this person, the feelings are going to, you know what I'm saying, be a little bit deeper, you know? So it might take you a little bit more time. But I want to say that it's not the end of the world. It's not the end of the world. I also want to tell you, like, don't don't feel bad. You know what I'm saying? Don't feel bad that this is happening to you. Because I know that, sorry. Don't feel bad that this is happening to you. Because I know that some people can be like, why me? You know what I'm saying? Like, this is this is my everything. Like, why did we not work out? Like, and especially if you were experiencing heartbreak more than one time, you can get into this mindset that I'm not cut off for love. You know what I'm saying? Like, love is not for me. I always get hurt in the end. I always get my heart broken. But trust me, I mean, okay, if people are constantly breaking up with you and telling you that you're doing something wrong, then like it is you. But if you're constantly getting hurt, you can think like, ah man, it's not meant for me. At the end of the day, that person was not meant for you, and two, three people was not meant for you. But there's 7 billion people in this world. Like, somebody is meant for you, and I want you to believe me when I say this. Like, it doesn't have to be now. It doesn't have to be tomorrow, but your time will come. Like, it's relationships are really an opportunity. It's an opportunity for you to expand your knowledge on life, on love, and to explore life with somebody. That's what the opportunity is. And just as any opportunity that comes and goes, it will come to you. You know what I'm saying? And it's up for you to fully, what's the word? To fully not utilize it, but to, sorry about that. It's up to you to fully experience it, and then get the most out of it, because you never know when the opportunity can be taken away, or the opportunity can go away. Like, when it can go away, it'll be hard, but with uh, so many ways to see how everybody life everybody else's life is, And I'm talking about social media at this point. But not only just social media, but like if just the real world, like you see somebody holding hands, see somebody kissing, somebody just got proposed to, somebody boyfriend or girlfriend did this for them, you be like, damn, like everybody else is just living a happy relationship life, and I'm over here stuck in the crib, or just like not not in a relationship. Like I lost my partner, and then you can start to compare your life and how it's getting to this. Oh, my life is so shit. I don't have a girlfriend. I don't have a boyfriend. I don't. I can't find love, and everybody is finding it so easily. Just as they had to wait and possibly go through the heartbreak, or I haven't received that heartbreak like you're going through. I mean, their time will come. Not saying that like I'm wishing on anybody, because some people stay together for the rest of their lives. But what I'm trying to say is that don't get into this comparison lifestyle to make yourself feel even worse. And now you got to dig. You have to climb out of a bigger hole of number one, the heartbreak. Number two, your comparison issues, and now you're just adding like more pressure on yourself, and now you're going to be more, what's the word, anxious, and just overwhelmed than you already are. So don't add any unnecessary stress. And I can't preach this enough that let them be. Like, of course, it's natural for us. I mean, I'm saying this if you want this person back, it's natural for you to put in some type of effort, right? It'll be natural for you to put some type of effort. But if that person is showing you, yeah, it's really, I want nothing to do with you, right? They're showing that I really nothing to do with you, then take it for what it is. They don't owe you anything. You don't owe them anything else either. And it's like the reason why heartbreak really comes. I'm just speaking. It's because you you built. I'm not gonna say you built a life with this person, but you experienced life with this person. You probably did things that you never done with anybody else, right? And you did it in a more intimate way, so it's a little bit more passionate. You know what I'm saying? There's a little bit more thought and a little bit more care in your actions. So, with this all being said, when it's taken away from you, it's like your heart has been ripped out. It's like your heart has been ripped out. And with emotional pain being so, what's the word? No, not emotional pain. But with emotions being so elusive to where you can get that rush of excitement from that person, or just a feeling of despair, of anger, if it's not given to you how you're used to giving it, like receive, you know what I'm saying? You can receive that anguish or despair if you're not used to it. If you're not used to it, you know what I'm saying? And so it's kind of hard to adapt. Ultimately, what I'm trying to say is that since emotions are so tricky, it can be either good times or bad times. If you're not ready for the bad times, it can be hard. Yeah. But with all being said, I love you. Heartbreak is totally normal. Please take the things that I said into consideration. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's journey is different, but the end goal is peace within yourself, and maybe your goal is to find love, but in order to love somebody else, you must first love yourself. So find that love for yourself. Find that love for things that you enjoy doing, and when you're not even looking, somebody or something might pop out at you when you least suspect it. But even if that person doesn't love you, you are loved by many. And I love you, man, or woman. Thanks for watching my video.